Kamala Harris, of course, Oprah and Gail, also known as Okra and Gail. I talked about Susan Rice. I talked about Michelle Obama, Keisha Lance Bottoms, so many of Letitia James.
Check.
Out there in New York.
Check, check. Check. Check 1, 2. Look at here, we finally got this thing up and running. I be fighting to get this thing going, but they must have not read the script. Cause I'm a fighter. I'll bring it. I will bring it. I got some word for you on today. I started off with Facebook thing. Wasn't happening. So here I am, YouTube thing. It's happening. And man, like I say, I'm built for a fight. I'm for the libations, if you don't mind. What's up for my mama? I say. My daddy, I say. To let you know why the white supremacists backed her in the first place. Nevada, I say. I'm going to give you this little tidbit of information. Ancestors known and unknown, I say. I pour something right there. I'm going to leave that like that. You got to pour a little something for the ancestors all the time, the ones that don't want to. Got a few things I just want to share with you. I'll be quick and get on out the way because I had some stuff and man, I tell you the Facebook thing and then my YouTube wasn't that quiet. YouTube been faithful to me, and I'm gonna start going with YouTube. They keep Facebook, man, and all the rest of that. Facebook, they over there, man, please, man, blanking out stuff they want to blank out and bringing in stuff they want to bring in, and you know, man, that censorship. But they let the other folks bring theirs in, and anyway, that's their stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get our own stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not trying to be political at all. All I'm trying to do is put this 220 vote on you, man, and power you up. I'm just trying to put this defibrillator on you and let you know who you are and power you up. I'm just trying to make sure you know that you're supposed to be hitting and sticking like Popeye's chicken. I need to power you up because you got the power, but you're over there sitting down. It's like you got a Ferrari and you're just sitting in there. You won't even start that thing up. Are we going to start it up? Little housekeeping, as they say. I'm Chaos963. I'm doing it to you in 3D. That's my boy. You know who that is. So groovy that I dig me. But I'm going in and out of my way to like I say, put this 220 volt on you, charge you up. Because some of y'all done let your battery run dry. And I don't know why, but it's time to start it back up. So let's do that. And in doing that, I'm going to come in and say, hey, wake up. Remind you who you are. Some of y'all done forgot who you are. A lot of us fell asleep. But this last dimensional shift woke a fella up. You better wake up. Because it's on and cracking, man. To use the street vernacular. It's on and cracking. They got stuff happening now that you can't sleep this one. I'll just go to work and go. They ain't letting you go to work. I'll just go to work and I'll go home and I'll have some potatoes and some biscuits and then I'll just watch a little television. Oh no, they're not letting you do that. Who is they? I don't know who they is. Who your they is. My they is me. Because for real, sometimes I'm the only one that gets in the way of me. There is no real they for me. I'm the they. If you're the king, as I know you are, if you the god and goddesses that I know you are, then you are the they. I've said it on here and I'll say it again. If you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. You're the they. Get out your own way. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. You're the they. So then, I'm going to be short because I'm kind of tripped out. I had to go through so much to get here. Because, I mean, man, the computer just, okay, well, I'm going to take you here, but I'm not going to take, no, you're going to take me where I tell you to take me, Mr. Computer. So then I would put them numbers in. Well, that password don't work. Come on, man. And many times y'all go for that. You're right. You know you're right. And then they say, well, I don't know. And you stop being right. Be right. Stand in your right until they get right. Be right. Stand in your right till they get right. I need a witness. Look, I got me a little toy here, man, because I don't have no live audience, right? And I'm kind of used to that from my days, you know, really preaching and all when I was. But anyway, so. Brought me an audience. I brought me a cheer section. So know who you are. You right, and you know you're right. Be right. So when you punch them numbers on your computer password in and they don't, no, they're right. When you go and you go to reach in your pocket and you know that you got $65 and you pull up 30, reach in there again. See, we finna go into the metaphysical, esoterical. We finna go into the twilight zone. And if some of y'all can't handle it, you can get off the bus now. I mean that for real, man. Because see, look, the win is in, and it's time to go on and win. You know, it's like the thing you can't do is holler fire in a theater. Because if you holler fire in a theater, it better be fire. I'm hollering fire. I'm not trying to be sweet with it. I'm not trying to, nothing but fire. It's a fire. I'm watching my monitor over there and I'm trying to make sure all my numbers and what you know, just everything stay correct so it keeps transmission because I'm in the fire. It's a fire. It's a war going on. But we done won already, man. The gig is up. Anyway, man, I got some things I'm going to share with you. I'm kind of going all over the place because I tell you, I was set to go live 7:30 Eastern and started at 7 and everything was set. I tested it. I just got, you know, some new equipment and stuff and tweaked it. I've got the energy and the bandwidth and all that, and I know it ain't gonna be nothing to stop me from getting in, right? I plug up and go up and they say, oh no, that's not gonna work today. I'm like, oh no, you is a lie. So I'm at that for an hour. I said, okay, well I'm going over YouTube. Then YouTube want to act up. You'll be 24 hours before we can approve you to go live. I'm like, I'm already approved to go live, dummy. Oh no, they said, well no, you can't go live. Okay, so I'm a little frazzled. Matter of fact, I got undressed. I said, okay, whatever. And I got dressed again. And I said, man, because I don't know how to lose. I don't know how to lose. So if that's the case, then it's a win. That's it. When the situation comes before you, you cannot lose. So if you can't lose, look for the win. Find out where the win is, because you cannot lose. Listen, I put down a few notes. Like I said, I was going to speak on this and this. Whew. But one thing I wanted to let folks know is that the win is in, we win, and because of that, we need to understand that we need to see, know, understand, learn, get a fix on how we win. And if you look at a situation that you're in and what you're doing now is not the win, then you need to tweak it. You need to make some adjustments. I've been explaining over the last week or so that there's been a dimensional shift. There's been a spiritual move. There's been a transformation in the spirit that has released power that has never, the word speaks about it, that has never been released before. It talks about in this end time, this energy, this power that's going to be released. It's here. So we're looking for the wind. So the things you used to look for the wind, you can look for bigger things. What you used to do to win, you can do bigger things. What you used to do that even lost might now be the win. But the bottom line is that you win in every situation. In every situation. I remember back when I done told you I'm from Denver. And the first time Denver went to the Super Bowl, man, we was all hyped up. San Francisco 49ers. Joe Montana. And I said, man, we going to go get him. I'm coming from the heart. So they had an editorial front page of the sports section, and it had a picture of John Elway. I'll take some of this, pop out this mic if I can. It had a picture of John Elway, and it said that Elway to the Super Bowl. And in this picture it had him, him and Montana were on the street. And the camera angle was coming from behind John Elway. And it was like looking down a western street. And at the end of the street was Montana. And Elway standing there was like two gunslingers. Man, I'm hoping, I'm going to have to see if I can find that picture somewhere in the archive. But it had the picture coming from behind John Elway, and he's standing there like the gunslinger. And he got his gun belt on and his pistol, and he's ready to go into battle. And so he's standing there with his 6-shooter. He's ready, boy, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. And you look down the street at Montana, and Montana's down the street looking back at Elway. And you can see Montana's front from behind Elway. That's how the camera shot was, right? And this is a cartoon, understand? So they had John Elway with his 6-shooter, and down the street you could see Joe Montana. And Montana had a 6-shooter, but he had two 6-shooters. You know, in the old West days, they had the X in the front, they had the holster, and they had two holsters, and one 6-shooter on this side and he had two 6-shooters. And then he had a strap of shotgun shells. You know how they used to wear the shotgun shells? Now, I understand. Elway got a 6-shooter, and he's standing there, and he's fooling. I don't know if y'all remember, but they tore. Anyway. And he's down there, and he's got this shotgun shell, and he's got a shotgun, and he's got guns where he can pull out from the truck. He's got a bazooka on his shoulder. He's got hand grenades all around him. And John Elway standing there with his 6-shooter. That's how we were. We got our 6-shooter, but was no win. Now it's totally reversed. We standing there with grenades and rocket launchers, bazookas and shotguns, shotgun shells, knives, scuba diving equipment, parachute. And our arch enemy has a 6-shooter. But understand this. Our 6-shooter and grenades and launchers and shotguns is in the spirit. We need to call down the ancestors. We need to tap into our spirit. Listen, I looked at the word, and I looked at some of the battles in the word, and it talked about how they were going against the enemy, and he told them, just hold still, I'm going to fight this one for you. And they went down and confused the enemy, and the enemy started fighting amongst themselves. Donald Trump going against them, yeah, okay. no matter what. I look at the battles, like I said in the Word. I was raised in the Word, so that was my foundation for getting spiritual knowledge. And in understanding that, I took the stories, and they're stories, people. I'm going to get deep into that as time goes. The stories from the Bible and applied them to my life. I like in Galatians 4, I believe it is. See if I can look that up for you. But it says that the king's children are raised up with the regular children until it comes to such a time. And then they bring him out. It's time to come out from the thinking of the regular folk and understand who we are. We're special. That's all there is to it. And I know folks gonna have a hard time with that. Won't have a hard time. You'll be all right. You're special, we're special, and it's time to move in that. It's time to go ahead and get in this battle. I know they got a 6-shooter, but we're gonna level them down. And we're gonna do it with our tools. Listen, you get a Mayweather, cats like that, they got mad. Mayweather, he just beating everybody. They can't take McGregor. Yes, he can. And he did. Why? He fought his fight, man. Man, well, here's the rules, man. And, come on, man. We're not going to do that MMA and all that. We're going to box, homie. And he proceeded to pick dude apart. We're going to fight our fight in this, and we're going to pick dude apart. Whatever comes at us, we're going to pick it apart. We have been designed to win. We have all the artillery that we need. But it is incumbent upon us to use it. If we go in there and we don't. I spoke on the other day ago about the caterpillar being changed into the butterfly. And if you continue to try to act like a caterpillar and you're a butterfly, it might not work out so good for you. Be a butterfly. And I'm a butterfly. I'm not even looking for a close fight. I'm looking for a blowout. I'm looking for just an overwhelming, as that game was with the Broncos, an overwhelming blowout. Because that's what time this is. But I'm going to do it as I know to do it. I'm going to speak to the mountain and command it to succumb to my authority. I'm going to do the things that I've been trained to do, and we've been trained over these last decades how to move in this. Particularly the last few years, we've come to an understanding of how to speak the word and believe. How to call those things that are not as though they are. We're going to move in that. As I said, I'm not going to be before you long, and I'm not. I'm going to move on out because I am. Chaos963, doing it to you. In 3D, I'm going to be here. I'm looking for your support. And when I say your support, I mean, I know, as I said, boy, it's hot as fish grease up in here. I turned that AC down so it ain't so loud. I left it on low anyway. I believe in that. It's time for us to take the bull by the horn and what have you, and go ahead and facilitate this victory. Like I said, on Chaos963. Several platforms. I'm opening up for some other folks I know out there that have a word, come to me. Let's put you up. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, it's all over here. Communicate, unify, let's be as one. Tomorrow I'm coming back up live. I'm gonna shoot for the 7:30 spot again, but I'm gonna go right to YouTube. I'm through trying to fool with Facebook. But tomorrow I'm bringing a plan, an understanding of some things that we know, that we've moved in and acted upon in the past that have been successful for us. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to remind some people, that's all I'm doing, remind you of what has been successful in the past. I'm not trying to get on here and put the 220 vote on you to get y'all hyped up. If you don't recognize what is happening, there ain't nothing else I can do. Just look around you. Every day they got, I saw the girl that the little boy hit in the face with a pipe. And he didn't go to jail. I'm like, ooh, okay, well, all right, it's on and cracking. Let's take it to the bridge. Support, I say go to our webpage. I'm giving some things, offering some things, and selling some things to promote this so I can focus on this. And look for your support. And again, if you got something that has been poured into your spirit, let's talk about it. I thank you again, Chaos963. Look to see you on tomorrow. And I leave you in peace and prosperity.